can fix him.
And I'm here with the Fellowship of Influencers.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What is this world coming to? Why do I say that? So I've got to say, Thor, Love and Thunder was one of these films I was sort of looking forward to, because the minute I heard Thor, Love and Thunder, immediately a picture in my mind, a Metallica cover from the 1980s. And we might still get an essence of that, but unfortunately, according to this article from Bounding Into Comics, Thor, Love and Thunder Lego toy set describes Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie, not my ideal version by the way, as King Valkyrie. Marvel continues to embrace identity politics. You know, there's no sign of Marvel actually learning from this weird direction. It's not just them, it seems to be every other company is going into it's like going into the abyss, isn't it? The alphabet abyss.
Representative, because we're getting like more diversity within this series. Like
We're seeing a face like elf, we're seeing a face female dwarf, and
It's terrible. And again, if you're that way inclined, if you want to be known as something else or someone else, whatever, that is perfectly fine. But when entertainment companies are embracing this ideology, this agenda, because they think it's going to appease these folks who actually haven't asked for this kind of representation, by the way, it is always claimed that they do, or they get really fed up, and why don't we see this, why don't we say that? It's the same reason why I say I don't really give a monkeys if I don't see myself being represented in entertainment in any way, shape or form. Like, if it's good entertainment and it keeps me entertained, that's all I think about. It's not a big concern for me to get worried about these sort of things, because at the end of the day, folks, we just got one life to live, so make the most of it. And I'll say this much. So they talk about this Lego themed toy set. It's called the Goat Boat. This is one of many toys, by the way. And yes, Tessa Thompson's character is described as King Valkyrie, not Queen, because, oh my God, heaven forbid a feminine woman sits on the throne and she must be known as Queen whatever. Queen of Latveria, for example. You can't call her a King of Latveria. It's just not going to make sense in the grand scheme of things, is it? Because why would you switch it around? It doesn't make any sense unless there are mitigating circumstances. But the Viking ship, it contains the iconic characters from Marvel Studios' forthcoming Thor, Love and Thunder. And it is for kids for 8 years old and up. So the same impressionable kids who see these mythical weapons and may one day make the real life versions and go on a massacre in their local town. But that's neither here or there, and if that has come true, that was just a joke. I said it in jest, but hey, we'll carry on. So the long boat is drawn through the skies by legendary goats Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder, who are raised off the ground so kids can easily push the ship along as they play. And what it's like to be 8 years old again, right? So we've got a glimpse of what the ship looks like here. And of course, yeah, did they say King Valkyrie? I can't see a good image of it here, but according to them, the packaging, it does describe. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can blow this up. It would probably say, oh, hang on. I can't see King. Oh, yeah, yes, you can, yeah. So in fact, yeah, the third image along, it says King Valkyrie. Oh boy, Jesus. Embrace the cringe. Embrace the cringe, Marvel, because I tell you what, we're not going to do that. And look at it, $50. $50 for this. Again, Lego. Great brand, but I just wouldn't fork out my money for this. It looks absolutely terrible. Now, of course, if you remember Endgame, and many people do because they thought it was going to be the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it, but no. 2019 wasn't the end of the MCU because it is obviously back, and this time it means business. You must embrace our new approach to identity politics and all that good stuff. Yeah, whatever. So the scene here between Thor and Valkyrie, she says, one day as king, day one as king of Asgard, what would Valkyrie change in New Asgard? So I guess that's what Thor says to her. Thompson responded, I think first of all, as new king, she needs to find her queen. So that will be her first order of business. She has some ideas. I'll keep you posted. Oh, wow. And Tessa Thompson, you know, the whole filming of Thor Love and Thunder has been blighted by some weird behavior offset. You know, Taika Waititi was told by Marvel to keep his Playboy antics in check. And yeah, I think maybe this could be marking the spiral of like the downward creativity, the flow of his creativity that he's endured for a very, very long time. And it's such a shame, but you know, maybe this is a lesson to be learned. Like when you're a celebrated cult film director and you suddenly get snared into Marvel or DC's vice-like grip, then you might have to start worrying about your integrity and how they may start to suffer for the sake of their art, in inverted commas. I refer you to Martin Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola about what they said about the MCU. So, as we go on down further, there's nothing more to elaborate on there. Again, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, not my version of Valkyrie. You'll actually see my ideal version towards the end of this video. But let's have a quick look at the toys here. So we got the mighty FX Mjolnir hammer, and you got Lady Thor. Yeah, whatever. Just move on up, and then we've got another boat, which is, I don't know what that is. It might be the other one I mentioned, a tooth grinder, a toothpick. Who cares? Then there's the goat boat, or not the love boat. Oh, there's the goat boat. Yeah, the Titan Heroes series, Mighty Thor. Yeah, have a closer look. It's not Chris Hemsworth as the Mighty Thor as he is in the Jack Kirby comics. No, it's Natalie Portman as the Mighty Thor.
Like more diversity within this series, like
Representative, because we're getting like more diversity within this series, like we're seeing Athos.
Apparently she's got an interchangeable head, which makes her look even more insufferable than ever. So I might have fun with that one. And then we've got Chris Hemsworth. I've got to say, these Hasbro toys are not very flattering to the actual people concerned, but whatever. So yeah, he's just plain old Thor. He's not the Mighty Thor, he's plain old Thor. He can't be Thunderstrike Thor from the 90s. No, they can't even give him that. He's plain old Thor. What a shame. Then we got Korg, and then we got Stormbreaker, which he got at the end of Endgame, of course, and then we got that again. So I don't know what the hell is going on with this Earth. Now, you remember why I said that Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, is not my version of Valkyrie? I actually found this by accident, but wow, oh wow, look at this. In fact, we'll come back to this madam in a second. Oh, actually, no, let's stay here. Okay, so gave that bit away, but we'll get back to it in a minute. So this is a website called actionfigureitalia.it, and this is the Mondo action figure line. So this is a Skara the Valkyrie variant. I call these the Valkyrie variants for very good reason. So have a look at this. That's the pose. None of these articulated stupid joints. And I think the price for this is maybe $84, but it's not been confirmed, or whatever the currency is. But look at that. Isn't she beautiful? Wow. And there's the packaging there. And I'm assuming that this is how you can actually articulate, or I'm trying to think of the word, manipulate the figure into these action poses. Really, really good. I really like that. Look at that. Now that's Valkyrie. Come on, man. Give me a break. This is not some shorties based on myth, isn't it? This is my favorite one so far, actually. This is Taria, the Silver Valkyrie, standing at over 2 feet tall. She's welcome in my room any day of the week. But look at that. Have a look at this. If I can actually look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, she's got curves. She's got thunder thighs. Yeah, if they... if Taika Waititi had called this Thor film Thunder Thighs, oh man, I would have been there already, man. Already. But yeah, Taria, she looks fantastic. I'm very tempted to order this, but for lack of space in my place, I can't do it right now. But wow, just even the box artwork is incredible, stunning. The actual effort they've put into the costume, and you know, the Valkyrie figurine, the Valkyrie legend of that lore, the Norse lore. You know, she's meant to be scantily dressed. She's kind of a sexy figurine, and she can take many guises as she wants to. And of course, Tessa Thompson had this really weird thing about Valkyrie having new powers, and how one of the powers enables her to be trapped inside somebody, but then it becomes all horny, for a better want of the phrase. I don't know. So that's it, folks. I just thought I'd bring you this cringe news today because I know you always like it when I do. Thor Love and Thunder. Are you looking forward to it? I'm not. You know, if Doctor Strange 2 is great, fine, no problem. I think it will have its issues too, but maybe not on the grand level, the grand scale level that Thor Love and Thunder is currently experiencing. Apparently there's been some leaked photos online, but I've not gone to check those out, so I don't really care, to be honest. We'll wait for a proper trailer to drop and then we can do a reaction, and that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I think Natalie Portman, the reason why she's been given this coveted role of Lady Thor, I think she felt a bit used from the previous Thor outings. You know, oh, I can't be Lady Jane, I've got to be more than that, I've got to be pro-woman, pro-feminist, you know, that's me, innit? And now we're gonna get this. I don't know. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video today, please do me a favor, get your Mjolnir out, smack that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if I were you, I'll look out for me on my next video.